the economic growth and the policy as well. Ma'am, how do you in fact recall the contributions that have been made by Dr. Singh and most importantly added to how India in fact looks forward today with ambition, and how in fact it sets a par comparison with the other developed nations?
Well, Simran, Dr. Manmohan Singh is the architect of our liberalization policy. He's the one who opened, unshackled the bureaucracy and kind of opened up India. His as finance minister in 1991, it was his budget that and also at that point, it was not something that had been planned or that he was working on it. He was a surprise finance minister. If he's called the accidental prime minister, he was also an accidental finance minister. He was not even the first choice, yet he delivered. And what a budget, he's known for that. I think and it was actually his reputation as a finance minister that made him the first choice for Sonia Gandhi as the prime minister when the UPA one came to power 2004. It's also interesting, as you said, he has put in the pillars of economic growth. He also put India globally. We all talk about how Prime Minister Modi is known globally, but very little is talked about how Dr. Manmohan Singh has a global reputation. And in fact, during crisis like the Lehman Brothers crisis, he steered India through that economic slowdown. And in fact, even the West was looking to India for tips as to how Dr. Manmohan Singh has been handling the economy. So he is the one who really has a global reputation. We of course saw the bonhomie between him and George Bush during the nuclear deal. Again, it was because of his own reputation. Personal stake matters also in some. I know, of course, relationship between countries are institutional, but the personality of the prime minister also matters. Like something Prime Minister Modi takes advantage of. Dr. Manmohan Singh's personality also is what put Dr. George Bush the faith to go ahead and sign the nuclear deal with India. So he's been also underestimated as a politician. He's been called maybe a good economist, but a bad politician. But I'd say he is a great politician also. He steered and stayed in office for 10 years, a non-Gandhi prime minister, the third Congress prime minister after Nehru and Jawaharlal Indira Gandhi to stay in office for 10 years. It's not a mean achievement. He walked the fine rope of politics without any support. Sonia Gandhi gave him support when it suited her. It was an issue-based support. When it came to welfare economics, she and her National Advisory Council literally ran the government. So without that, he managed without a political base, mass base. He was a Rajya Sabha member. He lost the only Lok Sabha election. He lost. He stayed in office for 10 years. That is amazing. So I'd say he's a great politician as well as a great economist.
Well, in fact, as a great politician, he was also a great